Hello guys and welcome to another riftbound video. Today we're playing Nexus Night again. We're playing Master Yi against Diana here. This is the final table of that Nexus Night. So let me fast forward here a little bit until we start the game. Seems like yeah, there we go. Game 1 we're playing as always Star Spring, and my opponent's playing the Raven Bloom Conservatory. I made a few changes to the deck, so we'll see how those changes go in this game. The first one is a different battlefield for when going second, and the other change that I made is I'm playing Primal Strength instead of White Flame Protector. If you saw the previous Master Yi video, obviously it's a change I did from a couple days ago, the Primal Strength, but it's this is the first time I'm playing it in an Nexus Night. So turn one, we have a crab. Play that, draw a card. Our opponent has nothing to do but play Diana, which is the usual Diana stuff. And we should be a little bit favored here as Master Yi. Defy is a very good card against Diana, so if we can dig for those defies, we should be very good. Here, I'm going there worried about the dust, the gust. Seems like they do have a stack deck, and them playing the stack deck makes me now consider the play where I buff my crab and charm the Diana. The thing is, Diana is a little bit annoying and it gives a lot of cards to the opponent. So if we can get rid of her early and they don't have a Hui, they have to play a game where they're very poor in terms of cards. I decided to go for that play, especially because I have discipline and I can draw more cards. So as I said before, I'm looking for those defies. And she goes to the battlefield. And since we're in Ravenbloom Conservatory, we get to reveal the top card and draw another one. So sorry, and if it's a spell, draw. So and if it's not a spell, it goes to the bottom. So just keep digging for the defies. The best thing that we could see here is our opponent play something like Student plus Tide Turner, something like that. But no, like Hui is obviously not the card that we want to see there. And the life counter died. So instead, we're going to be using this other tracker thingy for the points. We're at 2. Our opponent is at 0. We channel 2 runes. And there's the defy. So that's going to be very handy. Obviously, the charm play is way better when the opponent doesn't have a way to follow up. Now we have to consider, do we want to... Yeah, we do have to Master Yi, but do we want to pull back the crab? Or do we want to keep digging through the deck, even if it means that the crab will die? This is an interesting turn because the crab having Death Knell will make my opponent think this is a Sonias, just to prevent the Moonfall. And they might do something weird here to get rid of Master Yi and then the Sonias. I think most players would not expect a back off there, so that's the reason why I did it. And I think it gives me one more turn with that battlefield where I can keep digging for spells. So here is the first one. We're gonna be revealing from the top. Hopefully it's another defy. They discard a flash. So it's not defy, but it's primal strength. And my opponent is very surprised to see that. So you can see he's laughing. But the bad thing about knowing about primal strength is that it's no longer a surprise. So I will back off the Hui, and he hard bargains the back off, and I think I defied that hard bargain. That's probably not correct, to be honest, because now they have 4 cards. If they have like the thing I don't like about playing the defy there is that defy is very good against Starcrossed and Moonfall. Now I'm tapped out. If they have a Moonfall, they will be able to kill my Master Yi. They will, if they have another counter, they can go through the defy. So I think the defy there is a little bit too much. And I'm deramping and they're not. So they have 6 runes. They're going to 8 if they don't deramp here. will be going to 5 next turn. So yeah, it puts us in a position where they can, if they have the correct combination of cards, they will be able to kill everything that we have. So they do have the abandon. They send back to their hand the hard bargain. And now if they have a moonfall, actually no, because then the backup would resolve. They now need um they would need another counter. They could counter the defy, but I guess we succeeded in the sense that we held the battlefield and we will be getting one more activation of the conservatory. So that's the silver lining, I guess. We're just taking notes of what they have in hand, which is a hard bargain. Diana gets to have too many cards in hand eventually some games, especially when Hui is in play. We hold to 3. So we want to make sure we keep track of what we know that's in their hand. Otherwise, it's very easy to misplay into the or play not play around things that you should know that they have. Here, um, they could have. We're 4-0. They could have played a Ride the Wind with way to here, which is kind of risky. So I'm not sure that my opponent would do that, but some opponents would. So this leads me to think like that the chance that they don't have a right the win in hand is like 70%. Especially being so behind. So, but there's still the possibility that they do have it. So let's not. I will not count on them not having it, but it's something that's on my mind. Here, I just want to develop as much as I can. Do we want to draw? I do kind of want to draw, but like spending the rune is a bit much, especially with my hand. I want to play Ruin Runner if we can eventually. I also want to play the Trinity. They do play stack deck. They insta pick something, so that tells us that it's probably a good spell. They go in here. Like the best card I think Diana has against us is probably Moonfall or Star-Crossed, I guess. Maybe another counter. So something like that would be an insta keep. Or maybe a Fizz. They do pay 3. Moonfall, the Master Yi, and now I'm regretting not having that Defy. I should have not defied last turn. Yi goes into the battlefield and gets to kill everything. I mean, I could have punched first. They have, but we know they have the hard bargain, so it doesn't make any sense to punch first here because we would lose 2 runes and they would hard bargain our spell. So yeah, we cannot play punch first. There. They go to 1, and this is starting to look a little bit ugly in terms of like the mites that we have on board is not great, and they will be they're starting now to do like all the unfair things that Hui does, which is moving here and there and drawing everything they need from the deck. It gets to, if they get to that point where they're drawing a couple times every single turn, it starts to be very difficult. Like there's another Tide Turner hidden. That's the only card, the only hidden card that Diana plays. So it's gonna move Hui again, drawing on our turn, and it starts to become very difficult to keep up with all of the cards. They get to sculpt their hand to whatever they need for the matchup, and almost always draw like, or see at the very least, I don't know, 25, 30 cards from the deck, which is insane. Here we kind of need to take a turn to develop Ruined Runner, which I think is fine. And next turn, we will need to do an explosive turn where we probably play double punch first, and the primal strength, maybe even equip the Trinity, and hope that they don't have like 3 counters. which is honestly not impossible because we know they do have the hard bargain in hand, and they could be they could have easily found the other two. Discard Stupefy. Skyward Strike is gonna be good. Now we see their whole hand, which is Stupefy, both Vexes, the 5 cost and the 4 cost one, Flash, Tide Turner, Starcrossed, Student, and what's the other card? I can't see. Oh, it's the Hard Bargain that we knew of. Taking notes of everything. And we need to find a way to get to 6 and then do the massive push to 8 with all of our pumps. That would be the best shot that we have at this. So here they're trading Ty Turner with Hui, and they want to push back with the play Ty Turner, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way because they have to target when they play the card. So they just they just change places with Ty Turner, draw the card. They're discarding Stupefy and draw another one. So take that off of our list. Pace 5, and they play Vex. Is that Cheerless? If I remember correctly, the name. It's the 5-1, so it's the one that makes lowers their costs in combat and makes our things cost one more, one and one more. Ooh, Rengar is kind of good here. The bad thing is our hand is very expensive in terms of power. So we have double punch first. That's 4. Then we have the primal strength 5, Rengar 6, and Trinity. We would need 7 orange runes, and there's no way we can do that because we already have our 6 on the board. So the rest of the runes that on our rune deck are green ones. We know they have Starcrossed, so Rengar here would get bounced. We're at 9 runes, so we would need. I mean, they're at 3, so we might have 2 turns to cycle through those. Like to send orange runes to the bottom and see them again in 2 turns, or at least the first one. Yeah, because we have no way of advancing more runes. Go there with the Ruin Runner. Tide Turner is revealed, goes to the bottom of the deck. Was it the Tide Turner? Oh no, Student. Now we can. Should we be playing Skyward Strike to try to kill the Hui? I mean, they do have the hard bargain. They have Starcrossed, so they can always Starcross the Keeper and Hui. We're at 6, so okay. Seems like I'm preparing a big attack for next turn. The bad thing is, there's not really a good way to actually. If I think about it more, like this Rengar is gonna be Starcrossed next turn, no matter what. Like, yeah, no matter what. So this is probably a misplay. We should be. Man, this is hard. Let's see your hand. We should probably be like the play that costs us the less is playing Skyward Strike way into here, but they get to draw and discard, and we can maybe make them play a counter, like a hard bargain from hand, and but they would be drawing and discarding, and if it's an 8, then we have to play a pump. So what if we play Trinity Force on the Ruined Runner? And then because we also want to send the orange rune to the bottom before we set the green one. So what if we do Trinity on the Ruined Runner. Then we Skyward Strike the Hui here. They will let it resolve so that they can draw, I'm pretty sure. But then we also get to see the top card of our deck. If it's a spell, we draw. And then I think they would star-cross the Keeper and Hui. And then we're good to Rengar here. I think that's the line. And we defend with a double punch, and so that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we have a 9. Oh no, because of the Rengar. So we that would be 4, 5, 6. We have 3 remaining. That means that we can replay the Keeper, potentially draw a card. Maybe not, because we don't even need cards anymore. So we want to be at. We have everything we have. We have everything we need, I think. So we maybe replay the Keeper. We defend the Ruined Runner with the Trinity Force, which defends for 9. If they do something like Hui plus Ride the Wind, they need something else to pump, I guess. And then we have the Punch first, which would be hard bargained. And then we're in a good position for next turn playing for next turn playing Rengar plus Primal Strength or the other punch first. We can re-equip the Trinity Force to the Keeper. I think that's the line, because playing we were very ahead here, and I think playing the Rengar here, not really thinking through the like we need our opponent to spend that Starcrust somehow, and playing Rengar here is not that play, because now I cannot even afford to pay for all of the other orange cards. And then if I remember correctly, I still play Trinity Force here. Yeah, so there's Trinity Force. But now I don't have enough orange runes for next turn to double punch plus primal. So yeah, it's subtle, but I could have played around their hand better, and I think puts me in a way better position to win this game. Now, if they have double Starcross, then sure, there's nothing we can do there. But with what they had, I think it could have been played a little bit better, especially because we know. Yeah, now they can flash. Yeah, I think that was a very bad play. Like we need to make them use the Starcross to save the Hui there on the previous turn. Hui is now going in for 11. What did we reveal? They discard another Treasure Hunter. We reveal a crab, goes to the bottom of the deck. Oh, and they Moonfall Rengar in. Yeah, that was such a bad play. And now they still have the Starcrossed, so we're pretty much doomed. Not even able to play our pumps because we're tapped out. They kill both of our units, and the rest is gonna be very hard to to kill. We play a student. And now I know I have to play something in order for them to Starcross my guy, because they are not going to like I don't have enough units to trade 1 for 1 here. see, playing, whoops, playing Primal on the guy because it costs me less orange runes. Go there. Now they're gonna be bouncing our guys. Star-Crossed, the Tide Turner, and Clockwork. Replay the Clockwork. Do we draw? I think so. Not a Defy. We've gone through half of the deck. It's weird that we've only seen one Defy. More than half, because we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And Mulligan, I think we mulliganed 1. So that's 18. And then we sent down 3, I think, with Ravenbloom. So we've seen 21 cards from the deck. Actually, half of the deck because Master is here. So we've seen like 20-ish from 39. At this point, I would have expected to find another another Defy. Okay, play first mate, equip this guy, and try to kill the Ravenbloom. Oh, and they have acceptable losses. That's really, really unfortunate. Because they get to kill both my units. And yeah, this game doesn't look too good. They go to 7. Let's fast forward here a little bit. They play... Oh, they played Vex on the Conservatory. Moved Hui down, and we can now... and hit a Tide Turner. So even if we go in here somehow with enough might, they will be swapping the Hui. Go there. 3 to 2. We make them spend the Tide Turner first. Like, look at the deck. It's like 12 cards remaining. So that's insane. They discard another Hui. Goes 8. So we have to go over 10 might right now. So 3 plus 5 is 8. That's gonna be 10. They stupefy our guy, so we don't even trade, and I don't have enough now to pay for the other punch first. So yeah, I think we lost that game. We were in a very good position, and I think we lost. So no Defying Sights. There's one. There's the other one. I think we lost when we played the... I mean, they still drew a lot of cards. They played well, but playing the Rengar there costs us a lot. So I'm not sure if that... If we would have won from playing that one a little bit better, but it would put us in a better position for sure. So we're not playing any of those when going first. We're taking out the Trinities because we know their main boarding acceptable losses, and that they're probably also bringing in Turn to Dust. So we don't want to give them targets. If they acceptable losses are Sanias, fine. That's a trade I'm willing to take. But for the Trinity, I think it's very bad for us. We lose a lot, especially because re-equipping is expensive. So let's fast forward here. We're both starting at 1. Let's see, our initial hand is... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not great. Double charm, first mate, primal strength, and we need to find a turn 1 play, otherwise we're doomed. So we need to send 2 back because they're playing Diana turn 1, even if they don't like, they don't even need to find a unit there. So if we don't play anything, we're starting from such a bad position this game. Oof, no units. At the very least, we have the first counter, which should be helpful. And let's see if we get saved here. We do. I'm playing 9 2 drops. So the chances of finding one when seeing 7 cards are pretty high. They're almost 90. They're 87, 80 something percent, like close to 90%. I would. So yeah, I was confident that we have good chances of seeing one from the 5th card, but it's always kind of stressful. Draw is another Poro. I'm going to the hall there. Seems like they don't have the Gust. We go to 2. And I kind of want to charm the Diana. So if they do have Gust, I have Engard to back it up, and I want them to spend it. So if this charm resolves, then they cannot Gust in the showdown. So there's no risk involved here where we give them the point if the Diana is in the battlefield. So charm resolves, our unit becomes a 5. So it's Poro. It's a 2 plus 2 defending from the Master Yi plus 1 from the Abandoned Hall, and we us resolving the charm. So it's a 5 to 3. Is that a stack deck? No, it's Stupefy. So we could not so fast, but it's spending 1 more rune. I don't think we want to do that because then we don't have like more energy to play this turn. It's either trade or in guard to kill Diana and keep the Poro. I ended up deciding that I can lose the Poro here so that I can draw. I mean, I already got the point. Their turn is going to have to be a development one. First of all, they need to have the Hui or Vex to play there something meaningful. If they do something like Student Titorner, or I think we're fine. And I have another Poro to play here, plus the Engard to the Abandoned Hall. So I think it's fine trading, especially because we draw 1 for 1. Them from the Stupefy, us from the Poro. And they do play Treasure Hunter, Student. Student is kind of annoying in the Abandoned Hall, but maybe manageable. Go there. We know they don't have Gust, so we go to 3 without much issues. Play Master Yi here, and we pick up a Rengar for the next turn. And the good thing about leaving 1 open is that we do have the Engard to defend our Poro there. And if they go in with Student, play Stupefy, play something else, and we end up losing our Poro and our Engard, I think that's a trade we're willing to take if they're spending a couple cards from hand. And also, the energy is very important. Like, we want to if possible, we don't want Diana to pass with 3-4 runes open to her turn, because then they can do nasty things during the showdowns. So if we can make them tap out, that would be great, because then we can play Rengar safely. The last thing you want here to happen is you playing Rengar and having it be star-crossed. Or even worse, like Moonfold and killed. They go there with Student and play Star-crossed on these 2 units. It's gonna make the Student a 4 because of her own ability and the Abandoned Hall. Now they know that we don't, or at least, yeah, they can imagine that we don't have a Defy. They play Flash there without targets, just to pump the student. This is perfect because now they only have 3 runes open. I know they probably have something else to back this up to kill my Poro, but they do need to, like, if it's Stupefy, it's gonna be very unfortunate because then they kill my guy and they still have 2 open to ride the wind at the very least. But as long as they don't have 3, we're golden. If they have to spend, like, if they have Starcrossed, they're not gonna play because they're not gonna bounce their student, which is winning combat. They do need to have like a Moonfall or a stack deck, something else to make the student bigger without us and surviving combat. Yeah, I think like with 2 runes open, we can be a very good turn next on our next turn. So here we're a 4 defending plus 2 from the Guard plus 1 from the Abandoned Hall. So we're a 7 Might Poro. And they play another flash without targets. So that makes the student an 8. Fine, we lose the Poro. So they've played three spells while being there. We draw 1 from the Poro and we pick up a Defy, which is ultra handy because they will probably play around us not having the Defy. Otherwise, we maybe would have defied the Starcrossed to the Yi. And now that we have it, we can probably surprise them. And now with only 1 run up, it's very safe to Rengar here. We go to 4, and do we play Scuttle Crab here or stay open? I think this is a bit risky. They could play something like Tide Turner and bounce our guy. I mean, actually, that's not a great play. If they do that, that's fine. Playing Scuttle Crab is maybe safe. Like the worst they could do is Hui and ride the wind, but I'm pretty sure they don't. They didn't have Hui up until last turn, so they would have. If they had it now, it would mean that they just drew it. We hold to 5 and pick up a punch first. Go here. Seems like no gust for them still. And we're at 6. We can maybe now just develop in base. Pull the Rengar back for an attack next turn with the punch first and the primal, and have all the counters in the world to back up our attacks. If they kill the Scuttle Crab, we will even get to see the hand, so we will probably be able to play around everything. So yeah, this game's looking very good, as most Arena's greatest games do. Okay, they start cross. What are the targets? Okay, Rengar and the Hunter. Not sure if that's great because we can replay Rengar to a battlefield, right? Or are they not going in with Ty Turner? Oh, okay. Let's see that interaction again. They start Crossstar Guy and Treasure Hunter. We not so fast. They abandon trying to get the not so fast back to their hand. They only have 1 additional card in hand, so I feel fine with playing Defy here to the abandon. So they don't get to predict, and we keep our Rengar in base, and they don't have enough runes to do anything else. So great. We go to game 3, and let's see. Are we doing anything different for the sideboard? Trinities are being kept out. We obviously don't need the rakes. Maybe 1 sabotage is fine, and we can get rid of like a clockwork. I like keeping crabs in this matchup because seeing their hand is very, very handy. Like Diana has a lot of tricks, so you want to play around them, and if you have perfect information, it's way easier. Oh, I kept out Primal Strength because of the Star-Crossed. Makes sense. It hasn't been that great so far against Diana. Let's fast forward here a little bit. We're playing our new battlefield, which is Emperor's Days, which is the one where when you conquer, you can pay 1 to create a Sand Soldier there and bounce the conquering unit, or a conquering unit, and our opponent is playing Targon Speak. Is that a keepable hand? Seems like so, right? We can maybe send back Punch First and look for another counter. Punch First is a great card, but when your opponent has so many ways of finding Starcrossed, like you don't want to spend 2 power for them to bounce your unit. They play Treasure Hunter in base. We draw 3 and draw from the crab to keep digging, going through the deck to find all the counters, all the not so fast, the defies. I think that's our best card against Diana. We already have the Rengar, so this hand is not looking too bad. They are thinking about paying for the battlefield. Seems like they don't. Diana there, and this is a very obvious tell that they have Ride the Wind, because they're keeping 2 open, 1 rune open plus Diana. If I go in here, they want to Ride the Wind here, and I thought about it and then just blanked out and misplayed really hard. Should have gone here with the crab first. Go to 1, trigger the battlefield, and then they have to ride the. If they ride the wind, they have to ride the wind to Diana. When I play the Rengar. Actually, I didn't even play Rengar. I'm gonna be playing here Poro plus first mate, just to not deramp because I have another first mate and another Poro. And if I play Rengar, I stay too low on runes, and these 4 cards are become very like hard to play. So here I can just cleanly attack with Poro and kill the Titan. Sorry, and kill the treasure hunter. If they have stupefy, I guess it's unlucky, but like we're already behind, so we need to break that hold somehow. And if that means that they spend cards, then sure. Here's where I blank out. I should be going first to the other battlefield with the crab. That's a huge misplay. Because now, yeah, they ride the wind, treasure hunter there, and that's unfortunate because sure, the crab is always dying. They can ride the wind with Diana here, and they will be conquered. They will be going to 3 from the hold. But at the very least, we are at 2 and not 1, and we have 2 runes open to play maybe our Defy during their turn in case they Moonfall and try to wipe our board. So this is a huge misplay that should cost me a lot of games in this spot. Obviously, the game's not over, but it puts me in a position where we're playing from really, really behind. I cannot even pay for my own battlefield. They hold to 3. And also, if they ride the wind here and kill my crab, I get to see their hand, which is not a lot of cards, so we can safely defy based on the information that we would have from their hand. They're doing Diana trigger. There's the gust. Goes to hand. Pace 3. That looks like a Moonfall. We don't draw. We lose both of our units. We give them a point. Yeah, that was such a bad misplay. We could have defied that Moonfall. They go to 4, and this game is starting to look a little bit bad. They only have 2 energy open for their turn, and they kept the Treasure Hunter on the battlefield. So that, I don't know, it's probably Stupefy, right? Oh, no, they have the Gust. Never mind. Yeah, we saw them draw the Gust. I mean, are we ever going here with the crab so that they Gust and then we can replay the crab? Rengar to kill Diana. She's doing the trigger. Goes to the bottom. Reveals a Tide Turner. Okay, that's a good first beat for us. We get to kill Diana. Rengar's there on the battlefield. Are we paying for the battlefield? Probably not, right? Like replaying Rengar next turn is a little bit expensive. And we cannot play anything else here, I think. We need to keep 2 open for, at the very least, the Defy. If they try to do something weird, then we have Discipline. And by weird, I mean like... Actually, they cannot even Hui plus Right the Wind here because they don't have enough runes. Oh, actually, I think they do. Exactly 7. So yeah, they would be able to do that, but I don't think that's a good play. They would be tapping out. And if it goes badly, then they lose the Hui. Yeah, I don't think that's ever happening here, but still, Star-Crossed could be a thing. They could be Star-Crossing Rengar plus Treasure Hunter. They held to 5 points. Playing Hui in the battlefield. Treasure Hunter goes back to base. Weird that they decide not to play Hui in the base and hide Clyde Turner. Now are they playing Tide Turner here? Oh no, they're hiding Tide Turner regardless. You don't get the draw from from Hui by doing that, so interesting. Right, makes me think they probably have a flash or something. Or could be Star-Crossed. I don't know, this is a weird spot. That's a weird play. I'm not sure what to think about it. Goes down, then I can play First Mate, and now I'm okay leaving this battlefield open because I have Defy. If they decide to ride the wind to the other battlefield, I'll just Defy that. And I would be very happy to do that because it means we get to kill everything on the Targon's Peak. We have double Defy, so we're ultra safe here. Goes there, 6 to 5, see what they do. Tide Turner moves in the Treasure Hunter, makes another gold. And so far it's 6 to 6. They play Stupefy. I think I will be defying that Stupefy. I don't want them to draw at this point. And I have enough runes to play my whole hand, so the one I paid for Defy, I think won't make a difference next turn. And if I only had one Defy, I would probably not Defy the Stupefy. Because we're paying 1 rune just to just to not let them draw a card. Because we can always let them draw the card and discipline, play our discipline and win that trade. Draw from discipline is another Rengar. They've spent... Oh, never mind. Oh, they go there and they gust, and I'm fine with that. It means that we can replay the crab, draw, untap 2 for the Targon's Peak, and we still pass with 2 open for the other Defy. So it seems like my opponent is drawing, or is struggling to draw, and it feels like they're running out of gas. So even with the misplay that we did at the beginning of the turn, we're being, like, the double Defy is doing a lot of work here. I guess the one thing they could have done differently is the previous turn where they put Hui here. Maybe Hui should have gone to the base and high Tide Turner so they can draw into another card and potentially have the Hui be an 8 to... because they have the Stupefy. So it's 8 plus the one from the... sorry, 8 plus... yeah, 8 plus 1 from the Treasure Hunter. That's 9. If they... obviously, if they have like a unit to discard. And it's 9, and the Stupefy gives -1. So even if I discipline or guard, I don't have enough to kill both of them. So I guess it makes it a little bit more difficult for me if they do it that way. They decide to pay for the battlefield and create a Sand Soldier. And the only thing they won from doing it the way they did is 1 gold from moving the Tide Turner. They do have another way, so that will go to base. Pays 1 gold to hide another Tide Turner, or the same Tide Turner actually. Here we hold to 5. And they only have 3 runes available for this turn. Here we can safely play Rengar and punch first, and if they do, they only have 2 cards, so whatever they do won't matter really, I think, because we have Defy. So the first thing that we could do is kill the crab to see their hand and play around, like play with perfect information. Yeah, there goes the crab. It's acceptable losses and hard bargain. And the good thing about us siding out the Trinity is that now acceptable losses only serves one purpose, which is being discarded to Hui. Okay, so I don't want to play punch first here, otherwise they're going to... actually, it doesn't really matter, but if I can avoid spending the 2 orange runes, I think it's a little bit better. I should be going with first mate here first. And they have to swap with... they have to swap with the Tide Turner. If they don't, then they lose to another Rengar. If they do that and find a unit and discard it and make the Hui an 8, we can Rengar punch first with the Defy in the back. Just kill like everything except for the Tide Turner. If they don't find a unit, then we just kill Hui. Goes there with the first mate. Oh, and I do play the Rengar. Oh, okay. The one thing I don't like about it is now that it's very obvious that if they find a unit, they need to discard it immediately to become an 8, and at the very least kill the Rengar. Actually, we're at 9. They would be 8. They would be winning that trade. So I should not be playing Rengar here. I mean, I will be playing Rengar there this turn, but I need to make them move the Hui first without them knowing that I have a Rengar. And even if they draw the unit, they are likely to discard the acceptable losses, and then I can just Rengar and swipe everything. So yeah, that could have been played a little bit cleaner. They swap Ty Turner with Hui. Oh, they don't. Interesting. I go to 6. Play Poro. I guess it's a little bit better for them to keep the Hui there, but that probably just happened because I played Rengar early. If I don't play Rengar there, it's maybe more likely for them to move the Hui with the Tie Turner. They draw one. Go there with Hui, draw and discard. Acceptable losses. So probably no unit insight. Stupefy. Let's see if we can track there because they mentioned that they should have done this turn in a different order afterwards. So let's see if we can track what the draws were. So there's the first card that was drawn. They draw now. Discarding acceptable losses. Draws a third card. So the middle one is the first one that they drew this turn. And seems like the most recent one, or is that it? I don't know, but they said that they should have played Stupefy first before moving, so I'm assuming that was a draw for turn. The Stupefy should be stupefying here to draw one first and maximizing the chances of drawing into a unit before having to discard the acceptable losses. So they would have seen one discard before. And I will be punching first here. Oh no, never mind. So yeah, I'm an 8 and he says 5. So I show them the punch first, but then I'm like, no, wait, no. I'm winning this trade already, so there's no need to play this. So I'm a 7 after the stupefy against their 5, and I should have 2 energy open here. Yeah, no. I didn't recycle. Yeah, he was just making sure that because that interaction happened a little bit fast. So yeah, this is correct. I mean, it was a green one, but sure, doesn't make a difference. They play stack deck. Showdown still happening. Should I defy the stack deck? Probably not. Oh, actually, I cannot because they have the hard bargain here. They take their time to pick one card. So it seems like it's Not the one that they expected. If it was Fizz, I'd probably insta-pick. If it was Sarkra, I mean, Sarkras doesn't do that much here either, right? Because we can just replay the Rengar if they bounce it. So there's a Star-Crossed. Yeah, that's kind of bad. We shouldn't be defying here. Yeah, no. Let it happen because like they're attacking and they have to bounce their own unit. Sure. We have no problems with that. And how are they going to defend that battlefield now? Ty Turner. Oh, it looks like another Starcrust, probably, right? I hold to 7. We'll be playing Crab first. Ooh, that's a good card. Another not so fast. They try to Gust. Oh, wow, that's a big misplay. If they have Abandon and send the Gust back to hand. Oh no, because we know. Huh. In what way they punish us here from playing Defy and not so fast? Because we want to spend the Defy on something that doesn't target our unit. Like if we have not so fast and pretty much infinite turns, we should here be playing the not so fast first, and if they counter, then we Defy. So I mean, not a huge misplay, but a misplay nonetheless. And I mean, we have like infinite possibilities here. They can, if they Gust again, then we just play Rengar here in response to Gust. So wait, can we do that? Rengar, riftbound, images. So the card reads, I can be played to battlefield where there are enemy units, even if you don't have units. Ambush, you may play me as a reaction to battlefield where you have units. So yeah, it could be, it could have, I can play this Rengar here even like as a reaction to the Gust. So that's game. We win this one 2-1 with a couple misplays, but other than those, I think we played well. The one with the Ride the Wind was kind of bad, not gonna lie, but we get the win nonetheless. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and for watching this Nexus Night game. Please make sure you like, subscribe. We're about to be 500 subs, so I'm very happy to hit that milestone surely in the following day. So thank you all for watching the videos, and please again share this around if you like this, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.